Nicole. I love it when you come on. You always make me so happy. Just your smile is just contagious.
Such energy, yes.
You're so sweet.
Pauline really needs some of your energy tonight.
I'm taking yours. Are you kidding?
No, it's not the energy. I need this A1C to my levels to get up because right now it's kind of crashed.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. A1C.
I am munching on blueberries.
If I had some in the house, that will probably help get them up.
Okay, let's see. It is 6:01. I know that tonight Jennifer Johnson is not able to be with us. Neither is Shelley Horton or Bryn. But I have encouraged them all to make sure that they watch the recording when it is released, because we are looking forward to some awesome discussion tonight about TikTok. Woohoo!
All right.
Well,
the pressure's on. Especially since I'm not from the demographic that uses TikTok.
None of us are we? That's why we're all looking forward to hearing them.
How an old lady made it on TikTok now.
Well, I want to say welcome everybody to the Tuesday night professional networking with Collaborating Connections. My name is Dawn Evans Casey, and I am the leader of the Collaborating Connections group. We are under the TTR to the Rescue Networking umbrella, which has been around for 10 years, and Collaborating Connections has been around for 4. We exist, of course, to build relationships, share our professional and business acumen, talk about professional development, offer wonderful referrals, and learn and have a good time. So with that being said, I want to share, we are a industry exclusive group. So there is only one member from each industry as a part of Collaborating Connections, but under the TTR umbrella, we are one of 14 groups. So if your industry is already represented here, I'm certain that there is another TTR group that is open and welcoming to new members. So please check us out on our website, on ttrnetworking.com, as well as check out our Facebook pages. Collaborating Connection has a Facebook page. TTR Networking has a Facebook page. We also have our YouTube channel where we have included our authentic business networking videos, which are individual presentations by our various business members. Awesome information, awesome for relationship building. So please check us out. At this time, I just have a couple of updates and messages for members before we go into tonight's discussion. So I do know that our most recent authentic networking video with Stacey Schamberger, Dr. Stacey Schamberger of Tava Lifestyle Products was released this week. So please feel free to go to the TTR Networking YouTube channel to check that out. I don't think that I have posted that yet to the Collaborating Connections page, but I will do that shortly so you can look for it there as well. And with that, I think Stacy rounds out that all of our Collaborating Connections members have now done their authentic networking videos. Woohoo! I love it. I love it when members are taking full advantage of the wonderful benefits of TTR networking. So congratulations to all. And if it's been a while since you've done yours and perhaps something new and wonderful is going on with your business, please feel free to reach out to Nicole Williams or Jennifer Johnson and schedule for an update authentic networking video. Okay. We have also talked about the fact that there are website enhancements going on for our TTR members. And last week, I started sending out invites to each of our members to go out to the TTR networking website and get your businesses registered with the, what is it called? The referral.
Referral runway.
Referral runway. Yes.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. But in the invite doesn't, it's kind of weird. It'll say like to the rescue, kind of, it won't say from referral runway. And sometimes they might go in your junk box. So if you have not received it, you might take a peek in there.
But if you haven't received it and need me to send it again, and perhaps like Pauline, because I believe I probably sent it to an erroneous email address, I can resend that, because I certainly want everybody to have the opportunity to get that information out there and share in wonderful referrals going forward. So with that being said, I'm just going to touch base quickly. Nicole, do you know of any other updates of any events going on with TTR networking that needs to be shared?
Well, thank you. Yeah, well, to piggyback on your referral runway, November 9th is Tuesday. Normally it's our leaders meeting, but we've extended it to all TTR members. Tony Olson is the founder of Referral Runway, so he will be there live to answer any questions for all TTR members. So we have that. We have Laura Jones in, I always forget what group she is in, but she is known as the mobile closer. And she is speaking November 3rd, Wednesday, November 3rd at 4 p.m. Our TTR presents. And out of the box marketing and no rest for the weary. So she has some unique, very successful marketing tips, tools to tell us about. So I highly recommend those two. Those are really good ones.
Super awesome. So we will make sure to share those on the Collaborating Connections Facebook page as well as reminders to all of our members, but feel free to check out the website and get registered for those wonderful presentations, everybody. Okay, now we usually go into our roundtable introductions, something that TTR Networking and Collaborating Connections definitely supports is the relationship building and getting to know our member businesses. Today, while we have a guest speaker, we are going to go into our discussion first and do our introductions after. So a little bit of a twist, but we can manage that. Here we go with, I'd love to introduce to Collaborating Connections and our listening audience, our visitor, Louisa Marone. She is the founder of My Way of Eating, which is a health and wellness enthusiastic venture. And she has indicated to me that while she has experience, she's not an expert in TikTok. But certainly we're excited to hear what she has to share with us tonight. Of course, we all learn by doing, and Louisa has gotten out there and started doing and marketing her business on TikTok. And we want to hear kind of what recommendations she has, what kind of ideas. I hope you'll be open to some questions. This is October, and the theme for October is out of the box marketing. So this really fits in wonderfully with our professional development theme for this month. So I'm going to invite Louisa to please take it away.
Well, yes, so thank you very much. So Nicole was just thanking me for coming on as a guest speaker. And just to give you a little more information about me, yes, I am in the health and wellness space, but I specifically target type 2 diabetics. I was a I like to say I'm a recovered type 2 diabetic because I was able to reverse my diagnosis. And most people who are given that diagnosis, and I myself thought that I was going to be on medications for the rest of my life, but do know that I weighed 315 pounds at that time, have lost 145 pounds since then, and have also regenerated my husband's kidney, who was losing kidney function. I'm surrounded by diabetics, so it's only natural that I would now become an expert. But my late father was a type 2 diabetic, my late father-in-law, my husband, me. So my kids will often say, gee, we sure won the lottery ticket on the diabetes, type 2 diabetes. But at least they've said, Mom, we now know what to do and how to avoid going on medication when we get older and eventually maybe get diabetes, right? And so I do focus on reversing type 2 or helping people get off medication totally or decrease the amounts, as well as weight loss and food addictions, because it's all rolled up together. So just wanted to make sure that people knew exactly my niche.
Yes.
So TikTok, yes. I studied TikTok for a year before dipping my toe into it. We already, Facebook rolled out in 2005, just to give you some perspective, right? We had to get adjusted to the world of social media. Facebook is a lot friendlier. It started out as just immediate friends, so you had a bit of a comfort in, oh, well, I know Jennifer Johnson, so I'm going to make friends with her. But it has expanded since that very first time that it was rolled out, 2005. I joined in around 2006. And, my friends that you reconnected with, or a long lost third cousin once removed. So, it was a comfort zone. Facebook, of course, has grown enormously from that and is now being used for online business with the creation of groups, private groups. I mean, there's an explosion already going on. And that is what, 2005, 15, it's 21 years. No, 16 years of Facebook. LinkedIn too was a professional circle of friends and ended up being people that we worked with, coworkers. And it was a great way of finding a job at times if you're not, you use LinkedIn a lot. LinkedIn is the business Facebook, I call it. Then we have YouTube, and it's going to be interesting when I give you some stats of the comparison of driving people to see a TikTok video as opposed to one on YouTube. It'll blow your mind. I think you're all going to run to TikTok. And what else? Then there's Instagram that came along. So TikTok is the baby of the family. It was launched in 2016 and became the most downloaded app in 2017. So it's in its infancy, not to mention Clubhouse. I don't know if you all have any knowledge of Clubhouse, or is anybody, a show of hands, anybody? So I can talk a little bit about TikTok and Clubhouse if you like.
Awesome.
I mean, listen, they say that social media, and I said, earlier as I entered into the group, watch an old lady make it on TikTok. What I should have said is an older woman, but because of the statistics of who uses which application or which platform. So, Facebook is, listen, my kids abandoned Facebook as soon as the parents got on there, right? And so Facebook has become very much the older crowd, over 40, over 50, etc., right? And there was a big movement when my kids were in high school. The kids all bailed and went to Snapchat. They were like, my mom's on Facebook, I'm out of here, right? So they went to Instagram, they went everywhere else but Facebook. And so, you've got Facebook, which is pretty much an older crowd. You've got Instagram. It's pretty popular with the 30, 40, and up crowd. But TikTok is under 30. Yes. Not to say that you cannot succeed, but the largest majority of people on TikTok are the under 30 crowd. And I've been watching TikToks of them slamming the older generation. And so I've been watching a few TikToks. So the success of TikTok is being extremely creative. So before I address why there's a bit of a war between the younger generation on TikTok, a friendly camaraderie type war, a little bit of kibitzing and teasing, let's say. But you know, the premise of TikTok is a 15-second video. So why is a 15-second video so much more powerful than a YouTube video or any other, you know, type of program, not program, but, you know, social media platform, sorry. So the reason being that they're 15 seconds long and you cram a lot of creativity, and nowadays people's attention span is about 15 seconds, right? We pretty well lose people. I know. Okay, confessions. Who here just kind of scrolls? And if it doesn't capture your attention within what, the first 5 seconds, what do you do? You move along, right? So, you know, YouTube used to be the place to go for videos, but there are YouTube videos that are hours long. And, you know, and that's driving consumption down. I really don't have the time. Like even, what was it? I was looking to repair, I don't know, the dryer. I thought maybe we can do it ourselves, right? I picked the shortest video possible. I don't want a video that's going to explain 20 minutes of, well, this was, the Maytag was founded in 1933 and blah, blah, blah. I just want to know how to fix my Maytag dryer. Give me the quick and dirty, right? So that's the success of TikTok is cramming everything you, as you become a TikTok influencer, you get rewarded by being able to go to as long as 3 minutes. Ooh. That's still pretty short though, but you get rewarded by TikTok when you start to get more followers and more engagement. So TikTok is a forum where there is video and live streaming. That's the two things that it's known for. And the way that you can use it for business is that it does, you know, first of all, you've got to grab the attention of of whoever your target audience is, and it's going to drive brand awareness. You can bring products to life, right? Rather than a magazine ad or even a photo shoot, because Instagram is all about photos, right? Instagram has started to introduce videos, but principally the premise of Instagram was beautiful. You know, it's very photo focused. And so, you know, TikTok is the opposite of Instagram, where you can, if you sell products, you can bring them to life, right? And I do notice, Dion, are you in the nail business? Yes.
Yes, I am.
Manicure,
it's a nail polish. Yes.
Right. So, I mean, my manicurist, I didn't have my nails done in a while, but my manicurist has a wonderful following on TikTok because she takes, she started out on Instagram with the photos of people's nails that she had done, but now she's doing TikTok videos, right? And so it brings those nails to life and the glitter and the movement. So it's a lot more, you know, it does capture your attention more to see a video than a photo of an item. And just looking at my notes because there's just so much I wanted to impart on you. And so live streaming as opposed to videos, because even Facebook started out as just photos. I have to say that the pandemic really had video explode, right? We were all shut in. We have the attention span of a flea, right? We're done with watching shows, you know, everyone got on the bandwagon of watching all these series, you know. I'm waiting for Ozark to come up with its newest, you know, season, right? So, but then social media was how we consoled ourselves in between all these shows we were watching and spending time with family. So it really, the popularity of TikTok is also accredited to the pandemic, and as is just social media as a whole. And so you know, with video content that you publish, it should entertain, it should educate, and it should inspire. If you go on and try to sell something, you're not going to do it. It's not going to happen because viewers are too smart for that. So if you went on and said something like, oh, you know, I'm in the jewelry business, and oh, look at this beautiful pair of new earrings I designed, buy them. That's not going to cut it. It's not. You've got to get creative. You don't even want to say the word sale. You want to show them maybe dangling from your ears, or a woman walking down a runway and then zeroing in on her ear, and then sparkles, because you can add effects. The effects are amazing in TikTok. And you just want people to say, oh my God, I love those earrings. That's how you sell the product, right? Using creative ways to showcase whatever it is that you're marketing, and then having people say, oh my God, I want that. That's the premise of TikTok. And is there anything? I thought Nicole was trying to talk to me. Sorry. I see that she's probably talking to her daughters. So, you know, so it's got to be highly entertaining. You got to grab the attention. And it's also got to have an educational component. So with myself, I do a lot of educational. A few of my really big hits were when I talked about berries. I put a picture of you can do a lot with TikTok. So I had the background. You see my elephants. So you can actually replace, when you're doing your video, you can replace the background. And I decided to talk about strawberries. So I got a beautiful picture of strawberries that I took from my table. I laid a bunch of strawberries and just took a picture. And then I used it as my backdrop. And what I did was I just kind of said, and you know, I don't know if anyone here has been on TikTok at all. You don't have to speak on TikTok. You can actually point to text. You can point. And so what I was doing was saying, strawberries are really good for you because they have vitamin D. Don't quote me now. I'm just making it up. You know, they have vitamin D and they help you with memory, right? And you keep pointing, and you have to spend a bit of time, you know, getting the feel of TikTok, because you can edit. So the beauty of it is you can type out all your little snippets. So each one was a bubble, you know. So the first bubble was strawberries are really good for you and they're low carb because, right? That's one snippet. You can time it. So you want it up, if you 15-second video, you want those that snippet of verbiage up for 3 seconds, and then it'll disappear. And then you can, the next snippet, you time it so it comes in at 3 seconds after you started your video and goes for 2 seconds, because they contain vitamin D. That one will disappear. So hands up if anybody who has watched a TikTok video. Has anyone explored TikTok? So have you seen what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Right. Yeah. And the reason, you know, the reason that you have to complement the audio with these text is because if you're someone like me, I think 30% of people who scroll through TikTok don't have the sound on. So a lot of times it's because I'm sitting next to my husband watching TV, but I'm bored with what we're watching. So I don't want to disturb my husband, and I don't have my earphones or my earbuds next to me. So I want to just scroll quietly. That's why it's so important to add the text, because you want to be able to hook. Because if I'm the type of person that will just read, and I'm sitting next to my husband.
I'm sorry, somebody's going to have to mute there.
I think boss lady has to mute. Sorry, boss lady. I know she's the boss, but oh, it's gone quiet. I don't see the red thing saying that her microphone. Oh, okay. So anyhow, lost my train of thought. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah. So you want to capture those that want sound, and you want to capture also the attention of those that like to read while they're scrolling. So you can do so many other things. You can, one of the biggest ones that went a little viral of my attempts at TikToking, but I turned them into a video. So I selected 4 of the worst pictures of myself where I weighed over 300 pounds. And it's kind of like a video where it morphs, you're turning, and then all of a sudden it's another picture. It's almost like a phasing into the next photo very nicely. It's not just picture, picture, picture. It actually morphs you into the next picture. Am I saying it right? Like morphing. So that one got a lot of views because it was set to sad music, because it was pretty sad seeing myself in those pictures. And it pulls at heartstrings too. It's like, you know, especially when you see the results, and there's a really nice picture of myself, thinner, looking healthier, more confident. You know, as I looked at those pictures, you see, you know, when you're not feeling good about yourself, you're stooped over. I noticed that about pictures of myself, my before pictures, very stooped over, no confidence, shoulders down. And then my last picture is of me proudly standing on my driveway with no cane, by the way. I was able to toss the cane. I used to, powerful, right? Very powerful images. And it said, the TikTok video said, and if you want to follow me, by the way, at M Way of Eating. Someone stole the Y. It was supposed to be my way of eating. So at M Way of Eating. And you can probably find I am finding that the ones that pull on heartstrings seem to do well. Those are the ones that I saw go viral. Now, the other thing that assists you in TikTok is hashtags, use of hashtags, and use of music. Okay, so some of the things that you can do on TikTok, for example, and what's been trending lately is, for example, singing along with a famous artist like Adele. You can actually grab Adele. So you can grab Adele's TikTok account and you can side by side sing along with her. And it's pretty amazing. There's a lot of success in doing that, singing along with someone that you admire or someone's music that you like. A lot of lip syncing. There's a lot of lip syncing, not just to music, but funny excerpts from a movie, kind of like Ralphie to the Moon, Alice, you know, the old movies. You can mouth, especially if you're very good at lip syncing to those specific lines in a movie. People get a kick. You've got to be funny on TikTok. You've got to grab their attention. My very first video wasn't even about my business, but after about a year of watching TikTok videos, I just said, just bite the bullet, just do it. And I did a sing along. I was watching two ladies in a kitchen in their rollers, and they were singing to the song, Kansas City, Here I Come, right? And I know that song, so I thought I could lip sync it. And that was my first one. And boom, I got like 670 views on it.
Wow.
Right? So it was like, whoa, okay. And you know, I had to push myself out of my comfort zone to do it. But it was a lot of fun. And you know what? It brought out a playfulness in me. I can get quite serious because type 2 diabetes is a serious topic. Deep, you know, people die from it, right? People lose their limbs, blindness. So you've got to try to turn a serious topic into a fun topic. And so sing-alongs are one of them. Here's another one, finger gun. It went viral. It's you know, you can grab a video of like standing on a, you know, someone who's standing on a top of a building, overview of the city. And with your finger, you can like shoot at I don't know, people. I don't know. It's like, that's not my thing, but that's gone viral, right? A finger gun, your finger shooting at things. You know, that one I don't comprehend. Maybe it's because of my age. So also dancing. I've done a couple of dancing ones. I did it for St. Patty's Day. That was fun. But, you know, comedic. People love comedy. There are some people who have gone extremely viral in the millions of views and now have a following. There's one Canadian woman who is hilarious. She's always pulling stunts on her husband. And she's so funny that she's now a spokesperson for a number of brands. She exploded during COVID last year. And it's because she's so funny. And she's always pulling on her husband's, like, he's just like, what now? And then you just can't help but laugh because he starts laughing, even though he's so annoyed at her. So mixed race couples, a lot of, mixed race, like Indian married American white guy, or Hindu with a Sikh person. There's lots of that. And what they do is they show how they live harmoniously together. Yes, our two cultures are different, and you learn about each other's culture. It's kind of fascinating. Food and cooking videos. I do a lot of those because part of managing your type 2 diabetes is cooking good food. So I do a lot of those. And I do educational stuff like the strawberry, and even my blueberry one went a little viral. And so the comparison, yes. So it is hit and miss though. I sometimes spend like an hour. You're in TikTok, you are the actress, the producer, the director, the script writer, the prop person. You're like everything. You're making a mini movie in 15 seconds. So it's hit or miss. I have spent an hour sometimes putting it all together thinking, yeah, this one's going to I'm going to bang. Nobody likes it. And then a few others that I kind of just like, today I feel like, oh, what the heck, and then they go, oh, it's got 1,000 views. Oh, it's got 2,000. It's hit and miss. It really is. Okay. How long do I have to speak, by the way? I don't want to keep going.
If you've got more, I'm going to guess that there are questions amongst the members.
Let me finish up. I'm going to be real fast now. Okay. Because it's fun. You can see, like, I'm enthusiastic about it, though it can get my goat sometimes. I still hit and miss. And the comparison. So a TikTok video can go viral. Think about it. A 15-second TikTok can go viral and get 50,000 views by the time it hits. Within seconds. That is not the case on YouTube. Do you know how long you have to wait to get a YouTube video to hit 50,000 views?
How long?
I don't know. I don't know.
Takes too long. Too long.
My emphasis was TikTok. You didn't tell me to talk about YouTube.
That's okay.
That's my out. So yeah, I mean, think about it. TikToks can go extremely boom. If you just happen to pick, and so here, very, very quickly, and how you can get TikTok followers quickly. You've got to get good lighting on your videos, and that I have a ring light here. And I would invest heavily in ring lights. Order it from Amazon. They're as cheap as $20, right? You've got to have good lighting, because if the quality of the video is no good, they're going to scroll past. You also want to research what is trending. So I'll always Google what's trending today on TikTok, what songs are popular this week, what hashtag, and you have your hashtags, like any other social media that you use, must be specific for your niche. So mine are reverse type 2 diabetes, get off medication. Those are the types of hashtags I use. And jump on those trends, but try to be even trendier than the video you just saw. So that's where that creativity comes in. And really put effort into your profile. You have very limited space to write exactly, so be very niche-y again. Know who you wish to target. Stand out from the crowd by being very creative. Establish your style. You've got to come across authentic, though. You really do. Be yourself. And you've heard this a million times. In the beginning, and this is not to TikTok, but I was in a suit and tie. Like, I actually wore suits for a living in my corporate job, and I was always wearing lady suits. And I had to get over that because it was making me act like I was a businesswoman at a business meeting. So be yourself. Take on the challenges. You can collaborate with others. I'm starting to make friends with others, like in Clubhouse. And don't buy fake followers. There was a trend on Instagram that you could buy followers as in Twitter. Wow. Get yourself authentic followers. There was a trend of doing that. I have 100,000 followers, but you made no sales. So I sped through the rest of my presentation, and I'm happy to take questions.
All
Okay,
right.
you talked about Clubhouse. Now what is Clubhouse and compared to TikTok?
Okay. Yes. So Clubhouse is, let's picture it this way. Have you all ever been to a conference?
Yeah.
Right. You go away to a hotel for 3 days. Great. You have your main hall where, you know, everybody gathers, has their lunch and dinner, but then you've got rooms you can walk into on different topics. How to succeed on TikTok, how to succeed on Facebook. So Clubhouse, there's no visuals. It's all talk. You're not seeing anyone. It's just, and so it's like going into a conference and picking, you know what? I'm going to go listen to John Lee talk about how to become a millionaire in 10 easy steps. And you can step out anytime. If you don't like what's being discussed in this room that is led by the individual that's hosting that particular room, you know, and it's by topic. It's by topic. So, you know, for me, I would want to probably follow people. You know, you start, and when you join Clubhouse, it does ask you, what are your interests? And then it will pop up, do you want to become a member of this house or this one? So dedicated to topics, dedicated to, and there's listen, I've been in rooms with celebrities. I was in a room with Paris Hilton. I was in a room with Demi Lovato. There's a number, and you're in there with them. They're listening in with you because they're interested in the topic of what is being discussed at Clubhouse. But that's the easiest way to describe it, is just rooms where you can step in. And if you don't like the topic, step right out and go to another room. And so I have, again, I like to study a thing before I, you know, dip my toe. So like TikTok, I kind of like to study it first before I'm, you know, you can create your own room in Clubhouse if you're an expert in something, and just start to gather a following of people, and you can collaborate. That's where collaboration comes in Clubhouse. Very powerful to collaborate. I'm noticing now hosts are saying, and now I've got my good friend Nicole Williams, who runs, you know, start your week, and she's going to, I'm going to throw it over to Nicole. Nicole, you want to tell us a little bit about how you got some success with, you know, and so they a lot of collaboration is going on, and you drive business to your other social media accounts. I was in one this morning where the guy every minute was saying, and join me on TikTok, and join me on my Instagram account, follow me at So it expands, again, your following.
Awesome.
Louisa, when Clubhouse first came out, it was by invitation only. Is that still the case?
You know, I have not looked. I hear it was a beta program. You're right. You had to have an iPhone too. You couldn't get in, even if you were invited. You couldn't get in if you had an Android. It was iPhone specific. It was a test pilot, and it's not monetized yet like the others, TikTok and such. But now they're talking of monetizing. So I'm not quite sure. I do have, if anybody would like to enter Clubhouse, I think I can help you, because I have some, when you became a member and you participated, you got points, and then you were allowed, you could invite up to 10 people, more ability to invite others. But it was by phone. It was by phone. So I'm perfectly happy for anyone here. Nicole, are you on Clubhouse? I'm not quite sure.
So
yeah.
I'm
more than happy. Yes.
ago, I signed up on it. I
So
had like 4 invites. They're gone. I haven't been on it. I haven't quite understood it. Done my research.
Well, you gave me an invite, Nicole.
I know. I know. I'm sorry. I need to get back on it. But I don't know if I have invites too. I'd love to share. I need to check. But that is so kind of you, Louisa.
The thing is, though, and here's where I'm going to caution you, whether it's TikTok, whether it's, here's a nugget of advice from an online coach, and I've learned a lot. You got to pick your lane. You got to pick your lane. Yeah. You got to pick which one you see as being the principal one that's going to help you succeed and get further along.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep. Like one application, like Facebook.
Right.
You know,
just like you pick your niche to get the most bang for your buck. Right. Is it Facebook? Is it Twitter? Is it? And Twitter right now has become newsfeed. It's like a newspaper. I abandoned Twitter. I got nothing out of Twitter. Yeah. So I don't know if anybody else feels that way. Maybe you're meeting with success, but the fact is though that I'm unique in that I have a great deal. I have a capacity because Nicole knows I don't sleep, right? I multitask like a demon, and now people are saying you got to stop multitasking. But I have 4 computers here right now, right? I've got 2 iPhones. I've got this computer and I got another one behind it, and I'm watching all of them, right? That's not a good thing to do. I'm pretty unique in that I've been like that since I was born. I don't know what it is, but I always have to be doing multiple things at once. Having said that, I'm focusing on Facebook. But I dabble, and Instagram's pretty easy for me because picture, put up a picture, move along. And I'm building a following there. And the other one I'm concentrating on is TikTok. And I'll tell you why. I was having a free retreat and I wanted to get more people, registered for the free retreat. And that was shortly after I did that, Kansas City, here I come. And I thought, let me just go on TikTok and see. It drove people into my retreat.
Awesome. Awesome.
But it's instant. If you don't get back to them right away, they're gone.
So you got to be prepared to respond.
Yeah. So luckily I don't go to bed till 3 a.m, right? So I mean, because they were like popping up at like 12 midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, 1:30. So I'm like, yeah, here's the link. Come. But and what I learned, because I learned this from trial and error, the next time I did a retreat, I didn't respond till the next day. They're gone. Okay. They forgot. They even forgot. What are you talking about? What was it? People forget what they're interested in. So TikTok, and that's why the younger folks that are under 30 are meeting with success, because they also don't sleep very much, do they? Right? Like they're constantly on social media. And that's where I was coming in with, the kibitzing. So there's a rivalry right now. I'm seeing a lot of, and you can hashtag women over 50, women over 60, women over 40, target your market, right? And the kibitzing is going on because I've seen a lot of videos with, women who are saying they're over 40, over 50 going, so you think I shouldn't be on TikTok? And then they're in a sexy outfit going, bam, right? And they're showing the younger generation, I still got it, smoking, whatever, right? And so there's a rivalry with, and they sometimes show a clip of a young person saying, get off TikTok, you're too old. And then they look pretty hot. These women are like, whoa, I can't believe she's 60. So there's a lot of rivalry. And it's playful, but some of it I must say isn't. But I move along. If I see something that I don't really think is appropriate, you have the option of swiping away, right?
Okay. I've got a couple of questions for you, Louisa.
Sure.
And I know on Facebook, there is a movement to have your personal Facebook, your connections with family and friends, and your business entity as a separate page, group, etc. Does it matter as much on TikTok when you're talking about 15 seconds of presenting whatever? Do you have to have this differentiation between your personal and your business, or are you pretty much putting everything out there together?
I'll tell you this, Nicole and I actually met through a woman named Kathy Heller. And you know what she said? Your business is you and you are your business.
Okay, cool.
So that the movement out of that particular program was stop separating yourself. And she used to have hot spots where people fearful of having their cousin know what they're doing, or and I too, I took that leap of faith. I listened to her. I did everything she told me to. And the hardest thing was to go live in your personal Facebook and say, this is me, and this is now what I'm doing. And there is benefit. There is benefit because you know why? What shocked me was, let's just say some of the mean girls in my life were the most supportive.
Wow.
Right?
They grow up, they change.
But the ones I was fearful of being judged, I've had people who I thought would never give me the time of day sending people to my retreats. They're like, Lisa told me to come, and like Lisa sent me 12 people, right? it surprises you, but I have to agree, because there was a lot of debate, and I've been in with other coaching groups that say, no, keep it separate, keep it separate. But at the end of the day, if you're an entrepreneur and a solo entrepreneur, sure, a large corporation needs to keep things separate. But if I don't know, I think TTR has a lot of solopreneurs, right? You are your business and your business is you. And I tend to agree. Now, if you're Coca-Cola, that's a different story, right?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, and there was a large corporation here, the Hudson's Bay Company, the oldest department store in Canada, right? Their spokesperson went personal. The president of the company went full on personal for the past 5 years. And she resurrected this company that was sinking. So that tells you a little bit about, I think people have a thirst to know the real you and the you behind your company.
That's good to know. That's good
Yeah.
to hear.
So I'm on team. Yeah, sorry.
No problem.
Yeah, sorry.
I also had a question. You mentioned things like bubbles and snippets and music and effects in that 15-second. Is that easy to incorporate? And is it kind of self-evident how to get it there? Or is there, say, a really good instructional resource out there?
You know what?
Yeah.
I kind of hit and miss. I would say you don't have to post it till it's, you know, the way you want it. So when you go into TikTok, I was just clicking on stuff, and I had, you know, the effects are amazing. You can have horns on your head. You can get long lashes. You can beautify yourself. You can make yourself look like a monster. There are sparkly diamond looking things you can insert. The backgrounds, they have, if you don't have your own, like I put the picture of the strawberries behind me. If you don't have your own, oh my gosh, they have so many amazing backdrops you can use. Obviously, I think there's probably some tutorial out there, but the best way is to just sink your teeth into it. Play around, because it won't post. It won't post till you say, and you know how many times I've like you can exit anytime. It's like, oh, what kind of a video was that? No, start over, right? You know, and the music available is amazing too. And you know, typically what I do is I will Google trending music this week on TikTok, right?
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know how proficient you are, but if you've used Facebook, this is just another social media platform that you got to learn, right? So maybe you do need to run to YouTube for a longer, maybe 2-minute video on how to, you know, whatever it is. But adding the music, there's a musical icon. So I already kind of understood that meant I could add music to my video. I did Google and look at a YouTube video when I thought I want to have my voice as the prominent volume and remove, actually, you can hook people. Here's a nugget. You can hook people because they go looking for that song, but you can make the volume to 0 and then put your voice, right?
Okay.
Because they go looking for the song, but then they hit your video, which you've muted you basically inserted the sound of that music, right? But you've muted it, and it's you talking about whatever, right? And they might hang around because, oh, well, where's my song? But, oh, I like what she's selling, right? So, but it's pretty easy because, you know, the icons kind of match what they do.
Gotcha. Good deal. Do we have other questions amongst the members for Louisa?
I do. I have a couple more. So Louisa, how often do you post or TikTok, or I don't even know what the phrase is. What is it?
I think it's how often do you post on TikTok? Right. Yeah. And if you're a user of TikTok, then you're a TikToker. I guess. You know what? Probably twice a week, sometimes once a week, but I get really aggressive when I'm promoting a retreat. I've held 7 or 8 of them this year, It's how I drive people into my, I have free retreats. I talk for 7 days, an hour a week about what I do. And so that's what I use to drive people to register for my retreats. And so that would be, listen, if you're a real hardcore social media, really want to grow your business, you're supposed to do it 3 times a day. Yes. So there are, look, I'm friends with a couple of younger influencers, a couple of them in California, who are posting. Look, that's all they do though. They breathe and eat social media posting. They're on there 3, 4, 5 times a day, right? So of course you're going to build a following. The other thing you can do is hire a virtual assistant to plan out, your week, your month, the period of time where you want to post, right? I now have gotten to the point where I've hired a virtual assistant. And what I'm giving the virtual assistant though is other stuff so I can liberate myself to post more on social media.
Cool.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was wondering, since you said 3 to 4 times, but if you can only do it maybe twice a week, is there like a certain time that is better?
You know what? Because because it's so international, I think 20% of the global population is on TikTok. So there's always going to be people awake around the globe at whatever time. Obviously, East Coast time would, Eastern Standard Time would be one of the winners. And typically between the hours of like Monday to Friday, it's so specific, it can be designated by Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, but typically lunch hour, when people are like working, and then around 11:30 they want to go and take a little look days. Also after dinner sometimes. So you'd have to maybe, again, I would encourage you to Google. I usually Google what this week, what would be the best time to post on TikTok, right? And I typically, I don't know if you do this, but whatever I post on my Facebook will appear in a variation of itself on my other platforms, right? Since I went to the bother of doing it there, I might as well do it on my other platforms, right?
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. And it's a lot of, boy, does it pull out the creativity in you.
I'm thinking of ideas as you've been presenting. I've been thinking of things. So I have been the TikTok stalker.
I can share. I'm going to end. I wanted to share something really important. I can provide to this group.
Yes.
Where you can go look up what hashtags are trending.
Awesome.
Got 2 websites that are free because some you can pay. You pay. Sorry to interrupt. I just didn't want to forget that I can give this group the link to where you can go to find trending hashtags for your niche.
Awesome. Can you add that into the chat box for us?
Not right now because I don't know where they are. I have to go look for them.
Okay. If you send that to me via email, then I'll be sure to get that out.
Yeah, please pass it on to everybody. Yes.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Do we have any other questions before we wrap up our discussion on TikTok and move to our roundtable business introductions?
When you do your retreats, what do your retreats entail?
The retreat is they're delivered through Zoom. I create a Facebook group. I try to drive as many people as possible into it's a private Facebook group. So only people that register will be allowed entry into the group. It is where I will go in and drop nuggets like recipes leading up to the retreat. And that's where I drive people. Now, TikTokers tend not to be on Facebook, interestingly enough. And so then they get an email with the Zoom link. So the retreat, they could be 5 days in length or 7, sometimes 3, but it's where I explain day by day what my way of eating is all about, how I can help you in whatever it is that I can help you with. But, and that is how I've been getting my clients. A lot of my clients come out of the retreat, because at the end I'll say, you know, who would like to join the program? I've explained it. And so that is how I get people. But interestingly enough, TikTokers aren't necessarily Facebookers. So it's very interesting. People seem to, and people have preferences. Some people like Facebook more than Instagram. Some people like Instagram more than TikTok. So again, that's why you need to pick your lane. You have to find out where your target audience is.
Gotcha.
Did I sound like an expert?
You,
I mean,
you know some stuff, Louisa.
oh, well, I've learned it all in 10 months.
Awesome. So
In a couple of years. Yeah.
I think that there's hope for the rest of us then. I want to thank you for being a part of our meeting this evening. You have really shared some really great details, wonderful ideas, like I said, that are right in line with our theme for the month of out of the box marketing.
Mm-hmm.
And all of us are constantly looking at our businesses for new ways to reach new potential clients and customers and serve them better. And I think that TikTok can be, you know, a useful resource for all of us to consider in as far as doing something new and innovative and reaching more audience, new and wonderful people. So thank you again, Louisa. You're welcome to come back and visit us again, because you've got a lot going on, and it's inspiring.
It's been an adventure. I'm going to go on mute. I actually, Nicole, I can stay till 7:20 because my next meeting is not till 7:30. So.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah, okay, I'll
7:30.
stay on.
Okay.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, thank you.
Bye.
Louisa, if you could add, everybody, in fact, if you can add your name, your business name, your contact information into the chat box. I routinely do a follow-up email message to all of the attendees to make sure to share this information so that we're not constantly repeating our contact information throughout the call, but that will be quite useful. And at this time, I think we're going to go ahead and kick off our roundtable introductions, where we have the chance to talk about ourselves and our business. So we are just about, let's see, 6:58. We've got about 30 minutes, and let's see, 10 of us on the line. So about 2 to 3 minutes to introduce each of us. And I'll just go around. I'm going to say, let's see. Nicole Williams, are you ready to introduce yourself and your business?
Yes, thank you. I was just adding in the chat box. I am Nicole Williams. I am an appreciation advisor. I get to celebrate people every day. I get to educate clients on how they can appreciate their customers, friends, how they can appreciate their family. So many holidays and birthdays to share. So I get to do that. I'm also the founder of Start Your Week. It is we do a live Zoom every Monday morning at 9 a.m. Eastern. And what it is, sorry, Robert, it's for ladies. So it's for ladies for self-care. We start off our days with a meditation. We do reflection. We talk about affirmations. I have learned that this just really helps us focus. We get more energy. A lot of times we wait, or at least I waited till like the end of the day, took care of everybody. I love to do that, but I'm so tired, you know, and then you wake up early and you're tired. So this is really fun. And some of y'all, have been on there, and everybody is welcome. And it's just so much fun. If you're interested, we've got a Facebook group. It's free, and we just so much positive energy. So just, that's me, Nicole Williams. Thank you all. So good to see y'all. There's one person I think I don't know is Lisa. Hi Lisa. I don't think I've met you. So, but I'll hear about you, I'm sure. in the moment.
What we usually do with the roundtable introductions, we have an opportunity to ask questions. Because we had this wonderful discussion and might be limited on time, I'm just going to roll through the introductions first and make sure that everybody has everybody's contact information in case we need to do any follow-up conversations to get to know each other better. In fact, that is encouraged. So next up, I'm going to go to Robert Haley. Are you ready to introduce yourself and your business?
Oh yeah, thanks a lot. How you doing, ladies?
Hi.
Miss Nicole, you left me out. I'm sorry. Wow. Yeah, Robert Haley with First Home Bank. I'm a mortgage banker. I've been doing it for over 25 years. We do loans in all 50 states. We do a holistic approach to every client to make sure we understand what the client's trying to do. The short and long-term goals, as well as just not providing just a mortgage itself. I do a good job of educating the client about what all the options are, and so make sure they fully understand this. They have a great experience, no matter you're looking to buy a home, refinance a home. It's just doing a consult. Again, Robert Haley with First Home Bank.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Robert. Let's see. I know that Louisa has already talked a little bit about herself, but I'm going to give her another opportunity to share a little bit more. I hope that each and every one of our members and listeners have a chance to reach out to you, Louisa, and make a connection. So, Louisa, are you ready to introduce yourself and your business?
Okay, yeah, I'll reintroduce myself again. So again, 8 years ago, I weighed 315 pounds, walked with a cane, was a type 2 diabetic, taking medications. I just thought that that was my life. And so 8 years ago, I decided to try and, turn my life around. And I actually did. Since then, I've lost 145 pounds, threw the cane away, got off medication, and now I want to give that same freedom and that same sense of, yes, you don't have to be a diabetic for the rest of your life. I didn't know that. I actually did not know that you could reverse diabetes. So I now help others do the same, but not only diabetes, as well as eating better, and just helps with fatty liver. It helps with acid reflux. I've just helped people resolve so many health issues, basically, and weight loss and food addiction. So 8 years worth of experience here.
Yay. Thank you so much, Louisa. I am now going to move to Lisa, who is a visitor with us tonight. Lisa and I are old friends. We went to high school together, and I invited her to our networking meeting. So Lisa, are you ready to introduce yourself and your business?
I am. So hi, everybody. Thanks, Big Sister, for inviting me. So my name is Lisa Taylor. I am the owner of New Vibe CBD Dispensary and Hookah Lounge, launching in the summer of 22. So we are looking at kind of want to bring a new vibe, a different feel to that industry. So here in Indianapolis, it will be the first actually CBD dispensary and hookah lounge together. So we are really, we're looking into this thing because we definitely want to bring a welcoming feel, a really laid back environment to, if you want to come by yourself, with your family, with your friends, a nice little date night, afternoon brunch with the girls. We're going to have a really, a full bar, all of the CBD products. We're going to do a lot of the hemp products as well. So just, look for us, hopefully on TikTok. But yeah, we'll hopefully, you guys look for us because we're going to be out there, and I'm pretty sure you're going to hear about us. So definitely stop by.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for being with us tonight, Lisa. Dion Robinson, are you ready to introduce yourself and your business?
I am. So I am Dion. I am with Color Street. And Color Street is 100% nail polish in a strip. It's easy to apply. It comes off with nail polish remover. It comes in different colors and shades and styles. And we got the holiday shades that are out now. So they're great little stocking stuffers. So you get a salon quality at a fraction of the cost. And it's for women or girls, depending on, you know, if the parents want them. I put it on my daughter who's 7 years old. She loves them and it doesn't mess up. It's 95% dry. So she can do almost anything except for washing her hands 30 minutes to 45 minutes after putting lotion on. But it's a great thing. Especially for her and for me. So I have loved it since the beginning of, since trying it on. So once again, I'm Dion with Color Street.
Thank you so much, Dion. You've got fans out here. Next up, we have Ms. Boss Lady herself, Stacey Schamberger Smith. Are you ready to introduce yourself and your business?
Yes, I am. Hello, everyone. Good evening. I am Stacey Schamberger Smith. My background is I'm a pharmacist with over 28 years of experience. I'm a licensed pharmacist in the state of Georgia. I live in a suburb of Atlanta called Snellville, Georgia. I partner with Tock Lifestyle, which is a global network marketing company that's Black owned. And we currently have 4 products available on the market that are all natural and vegan-based products. I'm not going to go into detail tonight because we are pressed for time. I'm just going to show you guys. This Facile Detox Tea, this Valet 30 liquid vitamin, this Caprice CBD infused coffee, and this Flare energy capsule. These products are amazing, greatly helping to improve people's lives, just as Louisa was saying, helping lower people A1Cs for diabetic patients, helping lower blood pressure, helping lower cholesterol. Me personally, I've lost almost 40 pounds since February. So these products are amazing, give you all the natural energy that you need, helping decrease pain, improve mental focus and clarity, and so many more benefits. But we're pressed for time, so I'll leave it at that. But here at Tava, if anyone is interested in joining my team, you can contact me. My contact information is in the chat. I'd love to have a conversation with you. And I have I'm Stacy.
Thank you so much, Stacey Schamberger Smith. I was saying at the top of the recording tonight that Stacey, you recently have completed, and it has been posted on YouTube, your Authentic Networking video cast. And we are so excited because you have completed the Collaborating Connections members as far as everyone has done their video cast. So thank you. And there's just another opportunity for folks to check you out and find out more about your products and the Tava lifestyle. So definitely that's out there. Next, we will move on to Ms. Pauline Ray. Are you ready to introduce yourself and your business, Pauline?
Yes, I am. Hello, everyone. My name is Pauline Ray. I am the owner of PSR Designs of Indiana and Wedding Stationery by PSR Designs. I am your one-stop shop for your custom greeting cards, as well as your wedding stationery, ranging from save the dates all the way to your day of signage. If you're looking for something custom, whether it be a greeting card, considering the holidays are coming up and you just don't want to send your run-of-the-mill holiday, come talk to me. We can collaborate and create that card just for you. As far as your wedding stationery, even if you're renewing your vows, I can help you with that. My name is Pauline S. Ray. My website is psrdesigns.com. One website to cover both of those aspects. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Pauline. And I have to add, you are always rolling out on your website and your Facebook page such wonderfully creative ideas for cards and contact information via your paper goods, and they're just absolutely beautiful. So just keep doing what you do, Pauline. Thanks for being a part of Collaborating Connections.
Thanks.
Next, I'd like to ask, let's see, Nancy Vesley. Are you ready to introduce yourself and your business?
Yeah, Nancy Vesley, IHC Specialty Benefits, health insurance for the over 65 market now that the Medicare stuff is up and moving. And on Monday, how exciting, the marketplace opens up again for Marketplace.
Woohoo!
Oh my gosh.
Are you ready?
I'm as ready as I'm gonna get. We'll see how it goes. Willing to talk to people about what coverage they have and what coverage we could offer them in addition or instead of what they have. A lot of times people just want supplements to help offset some costs that they would be responsible for if something happened. Nancy Vesley, IHC.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Nancy. I'd say you might need some vitamins to stay active during this open season. Things are going to get a little hectic, but I know you can handle it. Next up, we have Natasha Alford. Natasha, are you ready to introduce yourself and your business?
Yes, ma'am. I apologize. I can't show my face because I'm in a movement right now.
Okay.
But good morning, everyone. My name is Natasha Alford. I am founder and operator of Crazy Clean Unlimited Services. It's a residential and commercial clean business. We specialize in basic cleans, deep cleans, routine cleans, emergency sanitation, and also cleaning consultation and organizational consultation as well. I service in the Indianapolis area. I put my information in. Please find us on Instagram and Facebook. I currently have 4 clients that are routine. My ideal clients are businesses, anybody with any type of residential apartments, house, condos, etc. This will be a great gift. Fall is coming up, so it's time to go ahead and get our houses organized and cleaned up before the new year. And I am running a special right now. And I do want to shout out Robert. He did refer me to a recent client that I serviced this past weekend. She had a move in. Thank you, Robert, for that referral and supporting my small business. So I appreciate that. So if anyone has any questions or anything like that, please hit me up via text, email, or phone call, whatever is your preference. And again, my name is Natasha, and I'm with Crazy Clean Unlimited Services.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Natasha. And thank you for acknowledging that referral. That's part of, what we're here for and what we do. As we get to know each other and build relationships with each other, we're able to give warm referrals and share awesome information about each other. So it's not all about, just us building our business all by ourselves. It's a collaborative effort, and that's what we do. Helping each other helps us as business persons. My name is Dawn Evans Casey. As I mentioned earlier, my company is Spa Travel. I want to help my clients have relaxing, adventurous types of getaways, whether those are individual or with a family or a group, whether it's for business or of personal nature. We do everything absolutely from car rentals, hotel reservations, domestic and international air flights, resorts, destination weddings, destination rail, pretty much you name it. Spa Travel can help you get there and enjoy it. I was in corporate America traveling ridiculously for years and years when a friend said, Dawn, you're traveling all the time. Why don't you go ahead and get paid for it? And it sounded like a good idea. So I got certified in travel, and I am an adversary on behalf of my travel clients. If you have any problems while you're in your travel status and I've helped you book and complete your travel, I will continue to work with you and on your behalf with the vendors to make sure that things get worked out right. So if you have any interest in traveling in the near future, any questions related to travel, please reach out to me, spatravel911@gmail. I certainly would love to help. And at this time, let's see, we are at 7:15 now. I want to add, in addition to TTR networking and us doing the professional networking, a big piece of what we do is also helping and giving back to our local communities, and not just the local community, even though several of us are represented by Indiana, but Zoom has allowed us to connect to and be with professionals across coast to coast, across America and beyond, even into other countries. And I absolutely love that. We want to help make a difference in our communities and with individuals who need our assistance. Oftentimes, it is our neighborhoods, our communities that are supporting our businesses. So I want to give an opportunity, and I didn't set this up ahead of time, but I want to give Robert an opportunity to share what's going on in a fundraiser that he's currently involved in. Robert, are you ready to share a little bit of that with us right now?
Yeah, you blindsided me. Okay, great. No problem. Well, every year for the past 3 years, I've been supporting breast cancer. And what we do here in Minneapolis is called Real Men Wear Pink. And my goal here is to raise $3,500 for the month of October for Real Men Wear Pink. And I was asking, so my whole goal is really to support breast cancer. I have a few family members that have had cancer who survived. But most important is the cancer that continue to take us out, to do anything we can to bring as much money into that organization to find resources to figure out how to eradicate or to stamp cancer out. So anything that you all can do to join, support me and Real Men Wear Pink in my campaign. I will send out the link those who want. If you're on Facebook with me, I think Boss Lady she made a contribution when I first sent the link out. She made a contribution right away, so I appreciate her doing that too. So definitely, so anyone that looking to make a contribution toward helping to make a difference, $25, $50, $75, $100, whatever you feel comfortable with, please join. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Robert. Thank you for what you're doing. There's certainly a need for that support, and your fundraising efforts, I'm sure, will be much appreciated. So if anybody is interested and able to support, please follow Robert Haley on his Facebook page and contribute accordingly. In addition, I'm going to take this time to talk a little bit about TTR Cares, which is the extension of TTR networking that really focuses on the community involvement, the nonprofit information and education, etc. So here we are in the last quarter of 2021, and there is a lot of need out there. Amongst our areas, people that we know, churches, communities, educational groups, etc. TTR Cares is interested in hearing about those nonprofits and those organizations in need. So if you have a particular nonprofit or community organization that you love to support and you want to share information about that organization with TTR Cares, we are happy to publish and share that information beyond to build support and build the interest in helping. So please reach out to myself, Dawn Evans Casey, through Collaborating Connections or TTR Networking, and share those names and contact information of community organizations and nonprofits that are near and dear to your heart. Okay? We are getting ready to wrap up tonight's call, and I want to say it was another wonderful one. I'm so happy to have each and every one of you here with us tonight. I am going to go ahead and post this recording as soon as possible so that we can reach so many more people. But to those who are right here, right now, I want to say, please have a wonderful rest of the week. Go forward, be productive, be safe, and stay happy. Take care, everyone. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye, Dawn. Bye, everybody. Bye, Lisa. Nice to meet you.